Hi everyone. Hello. Okay. Good morning. So, welcome to our 9 a.m. class. We doing this series fifth week now. We do verbal ability at 9 a.m. We do RCs at 2 p.m. Give us feedback if you want us to change the timings. Since we were so busy with preparing the classes for you and bringing them for you every week on time, probably some things, certain new aspects, certain new methods, say bringing teaser videos or bringing memes or making it more funny would not have been possible. A lot of technology, because since it's a live class, lot of, and we come at a regular basis, doing a lot of technological marvels in this is not possible, right? So it's very simple class. It's almost like a classroom coaching, just that you're not sitting in a classroom, you're sitting in a virtual classroom. So this virtual classroom is an important term to understand, that somewhere there's a virtual, but it is still a classroom delivery, and you can still questions, still ask me any questions if you want, and I'm seeing that there are any questions. So I hope you people. So I'm logging in. In I don't know where these comments come because I never see them. Please write comment. Tell to me if there is anything I can help you with. If you want any special items, we will do them. Any special branch of knowledge or topic of knowledge or part of verbal ability, or if you think that okay, cat is not my cup of tea, I want something else in some other examination, probably we'll do something about that as well. But then please let us know. And I'll say that if you are still thinking to start preparing for cat, start doing it. You still have uh, approximately 50 days with you, plus more than that, with you. And still, if you have done, at least covered 50% of the basics initially, you can go through the basics once more, and you can start giving test series and mock tests and topic, start giving the full length test, and from there, from those areas, start working a couple of hours a day on every topic, on strong areas and weak areas, and keep working on them, keep reading the mistakes, keep reading the solutions which have been given, and keep making improvements. Actually, at the end of the days, you will see that there is a drastic improvement. Like if you were scoring, say you were scoring 40 percentile, which I'm sure you will not. Even if you're 40 percentile, you will be somewhere near 80 percentile, I can assure you, because constant improvement is the key. So even that is a great improvement. If you come from 40 percentile to 80 percentile, even that is a great improvement. That means you will do much better in Snap, you will do much better in ZAT, do much better in IIFT, you will do much better in, say, MAT or anywhere else. So this is really required point of time to do some hard. So my name is Anupam. I have now I have more than 3,100 hours of cat training under my belt. and equal number of hours for preparing them, because for preparing, giving 3100 hours, I need to prepare for at least 4000 hours and then deliver in the classroom for 3100. And I've trained more than more than 25 more than 3500 3500 students for CAT. And I have also developed verbal ability questions for client matter as a client. This is the certain highlights of uh, my training experience and my content development experience. To stay in touch, go to an academy, install it, and go to plus cat and subscribe. uh, so again, if you haven't prepared, if you are preparing, aiming at 2020, 2020, 2021, whatever is the case, anything more than 12 months makes sense to you. If you think that you have to go for lesser program, that is again your call. Nobody is stopping you. But if you look at the pricing, it is amazing. For 1 year it is 15,750. 12 months it is 18,900. After applying the code second 10, you will increase. Then comes you will get no cost EMI options on 6, 12, and 24 months, 4 months subscription. So you will get EMI, you can pay them on loans also. Like any other coaching institution, like any other institution, we also give you services such as doubt solving sessions. We also sectional test, topic wise test, and their analysis. Also, you will be having doubt solving sessions. So this is like any other physical coaching. We also, like, they used to call it coaching. We call it an academy. This is an ed tech. This is an educational technical company. So we do it in a technology oriented way. We do it with the help of YouTube, with the help of app. We schedule our classes, we solve our doubts, we take our doubts. So this online. So this is because of the corona scare, and because of the thing that, probably in metros, at least Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, even in Calcutta, Hyderabad, sometimes traveling is a problem. It's coming in. So this is sort of a new way of reaching out to you people, and at a lesser cost. Can you compare any good quality coaching giving you this sort of pricing, uh, you know, at at the comfort of your homes? No, they cannot. So obviously this is different than that mode, but if you look at the pricing, and if you look at the kind of quality which we are doing, we come every morning at 9, we come every uh, afternoon at 2. So we are also very organized and structured. And if you want us to change our timings, like a batch timings, you can request changes of batch timings, and we'll do that. So please do this. This is a great investment. Along with that, there are a lot of free services which we offer, um, which we offer in an academy, which are your free live special classes. Today, Wednesday, at 5, I'm taking one more class. Today's 7th, right? So I'm taking one more class. It'll be a special class, and discuss certain concepts around odd one out, questions, get better, make these such certain things easier for you to do. And like any classes, they get recorded, and you can utilize them at a later point of. So what happens that in jumbled paragraphs, two insights which I can give to you, we'll discuss today, and we will see the usage today, is that there is some amount of you have to form common pairs. If you are not able to form common pairs, you will not be able to solve if you will not, so if in case, so I think it's we'll try. So if you're not picking common pairs, then you will not be able to arrange the jumbled paragraphs in correct order. Two things, there are many aspects, but two methods which we'll talk in detail about is grammar based connection. What are grammar based connections? Grammar based connections can be your noun pronoun connection. There is a noun usage in one line, and in other line, and in any other line of the jumbled paragraphs or paragraph formation questions, there is one other line has a pronoun and one line has noun. There is a chance that these two come together, because noun pronoun connection have to be together. They cannot come after, they cannot be one more sentence between them, right? Otherwise the pronoun might refer to something which it should not be referring to, which it is not referring to. So having a appropriate connection is also very important. And this this connection can be based on, like I said, it can be based on noun pronoun. It can be based on a proper noun and common noun. So sometimes what happens that uh, as two in two sentences, one sentence can start with a proper noun and other can start with a, so this proper noun and common noun connection. So say one line has a proper noun, next line has a common noun, referring to both are referring, common noun is the proper. This grammar based connection, which I will show to you how this happen. Second is that connection based on common ideas. And there is some common ideas on which the entire the two ideas are connected, or two lines are connected. Two lines are connected because there is a same idea, common ideas or same or similar ideas are being spoken of in these two lines, so they have to. Four sentences labeled 1, 2, 3, 4 given in this paragraph, when properly sequenced, form a coherent paragraph. Each sentence is labeled with a number. Decide on the proper sequence of order of the sentences and key in this sequence of four numbers as you answer. So four numbers, four sentences are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4 given in this question. When properly sequenced, given a coherent paragraph. Each sentence is labeled with a number. Decide on the proper sequence of order of the sentences and key in the sequence of four numbers as you answer. This is nothing but your simple para-jumble paragraph form. But we have another group, the unwitting enablers. The unwitting, but now we have another group, the unwitting. So there is a but. That means there is some thoughts are changing here. Some idea is changing here. Something else was being said. But there's a change now. Unwitting enablers. Unwitting means when people who do not have complete understanding, they do not have complete knowledge. And another meaning of unwitting is that people do things unintentionally without being aware of whatever they're doing. So here probably the word means that people who do not have complete understanding, they are unwitting enablers. Now this has been said as a contrast, as being opposed to one an idea which has been something. So whatever has been said, that will be opposite of this being said in the earlier sentence. Second comes democracy and high levels of inequality of the kind that have come to characterize the United States are simply incompatible. Now there's another idea coming here. They're talking about democracy and high levels of inequality. There is democracy and there is inequality. Democracy and inequality, they are simply incompatible. What is democracy? Means everybody is equal. People have equal rights. People have equal voting rights. Next comes high levels of inequality. High levels of means people are not equal. So this is something which is like some people will be rich and powerful, and others will be poor and they'll be powerless, or they have lesser they have less power compared to the powerful, mighty and rich. Next says, believing these people are working for a better world, they are actually at most chipping away at the margins. Believing these people are working for a better world. So don't you also think that second sentence should be the starting of the sentence, like the entire sentence? So this should be where it should be beginning from the first line, right? Should not it be the starting of something, because you're talking about that it is introducing a line, right? So also it's a small piece of 4 lines, so something has to introduce it. It is not possible that, so possibly this is an introduction line, chances are, right? Possibly the introductory line. Then comes believing these people are working for the better. These people means uh, where have they used these people? Unwitting enablers, the people who are not aware of the facts and they're enabling something. What are so when you enable something, that means you are not aware of the facts completely and you are enabling, you're helping, you're doing something good, something positive here. Probably this is being connected to here 3. These believing these people are working for a better world, they are actually at most chipping away. Chipping away means to make to reduce the strength of something or make something less powerful or weaker. So they are these people whom this line is referring to, again there's a grammatical reference here. These people refers to the unwitting enablers here. Unwitting enablers. These people are working for a better world. They are actually at most chipping away, making things weaker at the margins, making slight course corrections, ensuring the system goes on as it is uninterrupted. Right? So it is talking about that it is and so what is saying that what is happening that these unwitting enablers who are not aware of the things completely, they are modifying the margins of it and they're making slight course corrections, that little things are improved, there's not a complete change, and in that way they are ensuring that the system goes on as it is uninterrupted. So if they do not do this, whatever they're doing, there'll be a complete collapse of the system. Okay? Then the next line comes here. Very rich people will always use money to maintain their political and economic power. So now we know that this is probably the second line. Why? Because in line number 2, they were talking about high level, the democracy and high levels of inequality. Here they're talking about very rich people will always use money to maintain their political and economic power. Very rich people will always use money to maintain their political and economic power. Right? So this is having common ideas, right? Ideas are common. These are common ideas. Okay. And then 2 comes is a first line, then comes 4, and then comes 1, and after that comes 3. So this is the solution here. 2, 4, 1, 3. Democracy and high levels of inequality of the kind that have become to characterize the United States are simply incompatible. Very rich people will always use money to maintain their political and economic power. But now we have another group, unwitting, the unwitting enablers. Then comes 3. Believing these people are working for a better world, they are actually at most chipping away the margin, making slight course corrections, ensuring the system is. Four sentences labeled 1, 2, 3, 4 given in this question, when properly sequenced from a coherent paragraph. Decide on the proper order for the sentences and key in this sequence of 4 numbers as your answer. Again, it's a eligible question. We know it. So it was his taxpayers who had to shell out as much as $1.6 billion for 10 years to employees of failed companies. It was his tax. Again, you remember grammar. Let's come back to the first PPT. What did I talk about? Grammar based connection. Remember? It's a grammar based connection. It was his taxpayers. There is a his coming. There is a pronoun usage here. Pronoun will be referring to some common noun or some proper noun. We can find quickly here Is a proper noun common noun? There's a proper noun. Is a proper noun or is a common noun here? The Australian Minister for Revenue and Services discovered. Clear cut, we know that just by looking at the first, we get to know that 1 and 4 are together. His taxpayers. Whose taxpayers? Taxpayers of the Australian Minister for Revenue Services. That means the people of the of Australia had to pay $1.6 billion over 10 years to employees of failed. Talking about Australian Ministry of Revenue and Revenue Services and taxpayers helping government pay out the benefits, the services to the employee of the failed. Like in India also, if a company fails, if a public owned company or any private entity also, it fails out, then government sort of gives them some relief. There are certain norms are there by which there's a structuring of the sick of the sick units of the units which are not doing well. That is done in India. It's a process. It's a long process, but it happens. Some benefit comes. So basically, it is talking about that idea. That means we're talking about failed companies, the companies which have failed, which are not doing well. At the same time, it is talking about the Australian minister and the people who are paying them. So something this sort is happening. We got to know these two lines itself. Clearly, 4 and 1 are connected. 4 and 1 are pairs. After 4 comes 1. That is very, very much clear. Next we read, companies in many countries routinely engage in such activities. Which activities? We don't know. Probably line number 3 has it, because since 1 and 4, 4 and 1 are a connection or a pair, that means probably most likely 2 and 3 or 3 or 2 are also a pair. Like the order can change, but probably they are pair. Can be 2, 3 or 3, 2. We'll read and then we get to know. The companies in many countries routinely engage in such activities, which means that employees are left with unpaid entitlements. Companies routinely engage in such activities and employees are left with unpaid entitlements, are the whatever rights they have to salary or to perks or benefits or other health related health insurance or any other benefits which for which they have right to, they can claim as their right as their entitlements. So employees don't get what they should be, what they deserve to get, whatever work they have done or whatever the contract said, they should have got that. And companies, they sort of so this is what happening. The companies are fooling, they are doing something wrong. We get to know in which employees are affected and the taxpayers are affected, but the company owners probably are making good money. Next comes 3, deliberate and systematic liquidation of a company to avoid liabilities. And then starting the business is called phoenixing. So deliberate, yeah. So this, when you say these activities, deliberate and systematic liquidation of a company, very clear. Is this one better? Deliberate to avoid liabilities. Avoid liabilities and then restarting the business. So to Sage, in such activities, there's a clear-cut connection. After 3 comes 2. He talks about closing the business. Deliberately means when you're closing the business, because you don't really need to close a business, but since you don't want to pay uh, the companies, or even if you have money or access to money you don't have, but you liquidize that means you sort of convert the assets into cash gradually, or sell them away, and then you whatever liabilities are, whatever they have to pay to their suppliers, to the vendors, to the clients, or to their employees, they need not do that, and then they restart a business. That's called as phoenixing. Such activities, employees are left unpaid. After 3 comes 2, then comes fourth. 32414 says that Australian Minister for Revenue Services discovered in an audit that phoenixing had cost Australian economy between $2.9 and $5.1 billion. It was his taxpayers whose taxpayers? Australian minister's taxpayers. So 3241, it was his taxpayers who had to shell out. Shell out means to pay from the pocket. Shell out as much as 1.6 billion over 10 years to employees of failed companies. 10 years or a decade. 3-2. Remember, we have done this. 3-4. All right. Yeah, it quickly got over, because I think it was a good session, I believe. Try to increase the length of the sessions from tomorrow onwards. If you don't want me to increase the session, let me know what you want it to be. So yeah, Unacademy subscription gives you live classes, get to interact with the educator, you get live polls and leaderboard, you get test series and their analysis, and you get live doubt clearing sessions. And like I've said, that Unacademy subscription has amazing benefits. uh, Benefits are that you get basically you get, it's an investment because of the test series and their analysis and live doubt clearing sessions and interaction with the educator. You can create a study plan, and the study plan can be really helpful for you, right? So please utilize the medium, utilize the platform, and invest wisely in your future. And I think that Unacademy, because you can also see the kind of work which we are doing, that will also give you a picture into how the privilege section will be. So please utilize this and help us and help yourself also. Validate yourself and do something for your own self. At the same time, you know that a lot of free things come up. Free classes are there which are recorded. If you don't view them live, or special live classes on the app, you will be able to also see them at a later point of time. Also, there are plus classes which only come after the subscription, which even I'm going to launch my name, so you can come in those classes. Use the code Saxena10 to get 10% discount. Thank you very much.